Nahau bojo, Nindendagnak, Nimki Kapaneshi Quandish Nakas Wabagog Dodem, Ashki Kamong Donjaba, Gitchenendum Sanongo Minka, Kinamage Ka Mauja. My name is Dorothy Taylor, and what I said in my language is I respectfully greet you, my family, because we are all related in the circle of life. So we all came from the same place, the same home. We call the family tree, and we always say Nindendaganak, family in plural. So, and I told you my clan is the white porcupine, and when you belong to a clan, you're born into it actually, and you follow your father's clan. And my father was porcupine, and the responsibility of the porcupine clan to the community, because we all have roles and responsibilities. That's the beauty of the clans. Mine is, white porcupine is child welfare and learning the medicinal plants of the trees, the medicinal medicines of the trees. So I've been doing that over the years. It's slow going, but I'm learning. And I spent a lot of time in the schools, and I just love the children. I also work with child welfare organizations that work specifically with Indigenous families. And then I told you I live in Curve Lake, and our communities are now returning back to referring to their communities in their original names in the language. So Ashkikamong is how we say Curve Lake. Now, it doesn't mean Curve Lake literally. When we first settled in the land that's called Curve Lake, it's a peninsula between two lakes. North side is Shamong, or Buckhorn, and then the south side is Shamong. And before they built those the Trent Severn waterways, the used to be very shallow waters on the Shamong side in particular, very, very muddy. So, and what existed before they flooded the land a little bit was white clay. And so we used that white clay to make our, cooking utensils and such originally. And so that's what it kind of refers to, Ashkikamong, the place of the white clay or the muddy. In fact, before Curve Lake was only called Curve Lake since 1963, I believe. And we've been living on that land, I think, from 1876, something like that. And so we were called Mud Lake prior to changing our name to Curve Lake. Yeah, so that's where I come from. And I lived there with my husband, Mark Taylor, and we had 2 boys together. Yeah. And you know what's so great about, I'm one of the ones that the prophecies have talked about. I'm among many that said they stopped on the path of life, turned around, and picked up those original teachings of our ancestors. So as a result of that, my children didn't have to stop on the path. They were born on the red path. And so their grandfather named them, and their own father gave them their clan. And I raised them in the traditional way to be men of kindness, warriors. Warriors meaning that they help the community. It's not like you pick up arms and kill people for protection. That's not what warriorship is about. It's about becoming a strong protector of the land, of the family, of the community. So this is the way I've taught my children, and they were born into that way of life. So it's so beautiful that we've come into what we call the 8th fire. So my children's children will be totally immersed in the community and the language and the culture, and there'll be no break. And that's the beauty of that. So that's And I was recognized, I've been always a traditional person, recognized as a traditional person in my community. They always called me elder in training. So then now I became the elder of the community about 10 years ago. So I was always called elder outside the community, and I always said, I'm not an elder. I don't want to be called elder, because you don't name yourself. An elder does not label themselves elder. It's the people among your own people that label you, that call you, that it's an awesome responsibility to accept that call to eldership. So I've taken it really seriously. So I have to live the life of an elder, and that means I have to be, no bad words can come out of your mouth. So swearing, those words have energy, and it cause imbalance into the people starting with yourself, the source, and to the people you're directing to it. So no bad words. And I also have to keep myself strong, look after myself and physically, and continue to pray on a daily basis, morning and evening. And how come we know that we must pray morning and night? Well, I'm going to share this story, and it's about the four direction teachings and the gifts that the Creator gave us the original instructions when we left the Creator's side. So, and that was to pray in thanksgiving. And you might say, well, I don't know how to pray. What do I say? And to pray means just to take your tobacco, in your left hand, because it's closer to your heart. And then you say, very, very basically, miigwech for this beautiful day, miigwech for my life, miigwech for all the opportunities that are presented to me today, Creator. And then at night you say the same thing. Thank you for my beautiful day I had. Thank you for creation. Thank you for what I learned today and facing the challenges of life. Life here is life is beautiful. It's up to you how you make your life. Nobody else is in control of you. So it's up to you how you make your life. How good or bad is it? It's all in the way you present yourself, how you speak, and how you think in your head. So that'll be another story I'm going to talk about. And once you get those into balance, your life becomes beautiful. And then even though we face things like sickness and death and tragedy, we have the strength to still stand tall and to face those in a good way, with good words and good hands, kind hands. Yeah. Basically, how the IDHC has asked me to help them is through counseling. So once every 2 or 3 months, they give me a roster of people that just need someone to talk to. And many of them are adults, many of them are young people. So how I start with counseling is we always start with spirit, always start with those good words of prayer. So I say a prayer with them, and I ask the Creator to send those good words in my mouth so I can comfort those people in a good way and to share what they need to hear to heal and to move on. So, and then I talk to them about what's going on in their lives, and I don't say anything to them. I just let them talk. Basically, people don't really want to be told what to do or how to change. You just need somebody to talk it out. And when they hear their own voice, they figure it out. And then they want to hear a lot about culture and about, they say, this is happening with my baby. They're having night terrors. What should I do about it? Something like that. Or every day I wake up, I'm so depressed. I can't sleep properly. And my diabetes numbers are going right through, they're higher than 10. So then I just talk about some of the things they could do about it. And then I always follow up with them, especially if it's very severe. So I said, I'll phone you back next Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, so that's basically what I do. And I've been called in to take part in some of their programming and share some of the stories that I learned from the elders over the years. I started an organization called the Sacred Water Circle. So I get called in to do talks about water.